Hi everyone, happy Thursday. I'm going to do a quick review of Lowe's because I did one of Home Depot and we find some similarities in what they have going on. Lowe's actually had a worse quarter on the top line than Home Depot with a drop in comp sales of 1.7%. And interestingly, Lowe's operates at a full percentage point lower operating margin at 11.9 versus Home Depot's 12.9. But as we know, Home Depot affirmed their annual guidance, and so did Lowe's. And Lowe's acknowledged the tariffs and the fact they may have to take pricing in order to make the margins work, but also mentioned that they may simply take some items off the shelf because they will no longer be profitable. But they asserted that they have every intention to remain competitive. So, what will it take to hit their annual guidance? On top line, they guided sales of flat to a growth of 1%. The turnaround required to go from their drop of 1.7% in Q1 to flat would mean growth of a little better than 0.5% in the remaining three quarters. And having worked in CPG for a while, a turnaround of over 2% from your drop in the first quarter to growth in the remaining of the year, that turnaround is a pretty huge feat, especially if you're acknowledging that you may have to take pricing. Next, their guidance on operating margin was 12.3 to 12.4% operating margin. Similar to Home Depot, their margin has to do better in the remaining quarters in order to achieve that annual goal. So while they haven't ruled out pricing as a means of making up that margin, that certainly will have an impact on their top line. So the whole equation with both goals on top line and margin not changing doesn't make sense to me. Let me know your thoughts.